lovely Pisces, this is Debs, and we have reached August. I don't know how we've done it, but here we are. I hope you're well. First of all, guys, thank you for being here, by the way, my lovely Pisces. And I have got a bit of aircon going on because it is super hot here in France. So if I didn't, I couldn't do your reading, right? Now, Pisces, gosh, a very deep vision came through for you. And I'm not surprised, you're Pisces, right? 12th house. The vision that came through was of someone, a woman actually, outside, looking very worried, feeling the wind whipping a garden area. And she thought, oh my gosh, I've got to take the washing off the line. I've got to get it off really, really quickly because any minute now it's going to pour down. Any minute now it's going to sheet with rain. And she was there unpegging bed sheets, underwear, tops, skirts, trousers, but frantically looking at the sky. Oh my gosh, any minute now it's going to rain. Any minute now it's going to pour down. I've got to get the washing in, got to get the washing in. She was super stressed. Halfway through, there was a crack of thunder and it tipped down. And she was there thinking, okay, well, I didn't make it. I didn't do it. I've just got to stand here in the rain. And then Pisces, what was really odd, and this is the twist, what was really odd was that the vision panned out and I saw a woman sitting on a sofa, nice and comfortable, watching this on TV. It's as if this isn't me. It's as if the person on the sofa had disconnected from the image. And so the viewer, i.e. me and you, realized, okay, it's all fiction. It's not really happening. It's just something on TV, right? It's a movie. This person switched off the television, went off and made a cup of tea. But when my vision panned into the teacup, there was no tea. When I came out of meditation, I simply heard the words storm in a teacup, right? So Pisces, I think you might have been overthinking, over-worrying, stressed about something that, to be honest, guys, may never happen. And I feel this is the divine's way of saying, for goodness sake, Pisces, take yourself out of a place of fear and simply try to enjoy every single day, because for the majority of you, it's all going to work out, right? So Pisces, here we go. The deck that I'm using for you guys for this particular set of readings is the Tarot of Mystical Moments. If you want a private reading, I'm still offering 50% off all my private readings until further notice, okay? If you want to join the channel, just press the black join button. And if you want to see all the decks, they're all in my description box, okay? So here we go, Pisces. Archangel Michael, thank you for joining us. This is the reading for my Pisces. This is August 2026. What do we have for my lovely Pisces? Thank you, Michael. What do we have for Pisces? Thank you, Michael. Arnold's in the corner and he's winking at me. He's putting away an umbrella. He's folding down an umbrella that he had up. He's tossing it in the corner and Margaret's handing him a sun hat and sunglasses. Pisces, I think the divine is simply saying, for God's sake, stop stressing. Okay, the government is in chaos. Okay, there's a lot of stressful things going on in the world. But Pisces, in your little world, you're okay, right? I mean, you may not have millions in the bank. You may have a few obstacles to overcome. But in basic terms, you're okay. So, right? Yeah. Oh, Arnold and Margaret made me laugh. Okay, I'm stuttering all over the place at the moment. All right, my beautiful Pisces. Let's have a little looky, people. Let's have a little looky. Yeah, okay. Pisces, this is you stressing out. Who is going to deceive me? Who is going to try and betray me? There's a kind of stressful, ooh, oh, hanging on to what I've got, hanging on to those eggs, right? Oh, I've got to protect what I've got because someone may do something. Pisces, you may find yourself in fight or flight. I think the divine just wants you to chill. It might be, guys, something happened which you weren't very happy about in the past, but you might have got into a bit of a negative mindset, thinking, I can't trust anyone. Everybody's going to lie. Everybody's going to deceive me. Pisces, no. I think this is you just dealing with, I'm hearing aftershock. You're dealing with aftershock. It's still there. Even if this was a long time ago, it's buried deep, deep down. And when you maybe feel a bit confused about life, it tends to sort of jump up to the surface, right? And you begin to panic. King of Swords. For some of you, you might have felt betrayed by someone who was strategic. But Pisces, I keep hearing storm in a teacup, storm in a teacup. Don't assume that everyone is wanting to take advantage of you. Everybody can't be trusted. There are some lovely, trustworthy people in the world, Pisces. But I feel you might have had your fair share of disasters. You might have had to deal with people that were not particularly pleasant, people that had their own agenda, people with ulterior motives, people that simply were acting out of a selfish energy. Okay? Pisces, you are no longer that naive person. You've learned a lot. You've learned a lot of lessons. You've been through a lot. But for some reason, you still seem to be sat in a place of fear. I think the divine wants you to just drop that. I know it's easier said than done. Okay? Because whomever is going to be reaching out to you, Pisces, is going to tell you the truth. It could be a bit blunt, but they're going to tell you the truth. Okay? In the past, the Nine of Cups. In the past, Pisces, you might have sat a little bit with rose-tinted glasses on. Everything is great. The world is wonderful. Nobody's going to do anything underhanded, right? After that time, Pisces, there might have been issues with the King of Pentacles, who might have been a bit self-serving, okay, all about his money, or you could have fallen in love with someone who was married. Classic situation. If you're a masculine, Pisces, you might have had dealings with the King of Pentacles, who may have been after money, in whatever way that means. You had issues to deal with in the past. In your thoughts now is the Wheel of Destiny. Yes, Pisces. This is you having one thought, and then it turns into another thought, turns into another thought, turns into another thought, another thought. And before you know it, you're all jittery, right? Well, what if this, or what if that, or what if that happens because of that? And what would I do if that happens? Pisces, I think you have to just chill out if you can and say to yourself, what was is past, what you had to go through is done. Because with the Wheel of Fortune, Pisces, the wheel is moving forward in your favour. I mean, this is a fortunate turn of events. This is the universe saying to you, Pisces, get out of this stressed energy because it's all going to work out. You've been through the worst. We now want to reward you for all the lessons that you've had to cope with. And there could have been quite a few, Pisces. In the immediate future, we have the Queen of Cups. Bless. Okay. So for my masculines, you could be sat in your feminine. Or Pisces, this is you, again, looking at things negatively. You're thinking about the Seven of Swords. You're thinking, okay, well, what am I going to have to deal with next? What sort of tower moment am I going to have to deal with next? You're looking down into darkness. You're looking down here. What you're not realizing, Pisces, is you've got a lot of beauty around you. You're sat on this very stable platform here, and life is pretty good. But you seem to be expecting the worst, guys. In your fears is, yes, the Four of Cups. In your fears, Pisces, is you feeling unable to shake yourself out of this stressed energy, out of this negative energy. Permanently feeling as if any minute now is going to pour with rain. I'm going to have to deal with a storm. I wonder if somebody's going to take advantage. I wonder if they're going to lie to me. Oh, I better make sure that I keep myself nice and secure. Pisces, I'm getting a sort of overwrought type of energy. This is you convinced that you're going to end up sitting in the middle of a storm, not quite knowing what to do. But it's just your fear, Pisces. Tell yourself that. If you feel this wave of fear coming over you, it is you just stressing. What if? Push it away, Pisces. It's very important because you could miss sitting in a beautiful, stable, happy place, feeling at peace, enjoying every day, enjoying the little things, the small moments, the happy moments, Pisces, that makes life worth living. You're going to miss all that because you would have been sat there stressing about what might happen when it may never happen, Pisces. It may never happen, right? Bless you. And I tell you what, guys, we have all been here. Oh, yes. In the environment, my lovely Pisces, is a King of Cups. Well, there we go, guys. You could be meeting someone who wants to be with you. But that is a really unusual energy. I don't think I've had that for a long time. The King and Queen of Cups right next to each other. Pisces, this is someone who cares. Whether or not this is a really close family member, could be a fellow Pisces, a Cancer or a Scorpio. This is someone who really cares. And what they're trying to bring you is this ship. This is someone who wants your ships to come in. And there's no ulterior motive, guys. This is someone who is facing you, front on, right? There's nothing in this image which makes me feel this is someone you need to be nervous about. But they may know, Pisces, for some reason that you have gone through it because you're not even looking at this person. It's as if you're saying to yourself, well, they're bound not to be trustworthy. They're bound to break my heart. They're bound to pull me into some kind of toxic situation, so I'm just not even going to look at them. Pisces, I think the divine wants you to try and raise your vibration, shrug off this negative, fear-based energy, and simply open up to the new. Because I genuinely feel this is someone who is trustworthy, Pisces. Okay? In your hopes, Knight of Swords. Interesting energy. In your hopes, Pisces, is you wanting to, I'm hearing cut the illusion. See at the top right of this card, we've got someone slicing through that cloud. You're wanting total clarity. You're hoping for total clarity because, again, you don't trust this. Okay, guys. And the outcome. The Seven of Pentacles, Pisces. This could be you looking back thinking, how much time have I wasted worrying about the future, worrying about what may never happen? You're actually looking back. This could be the end of August, guys. You're actually looking back thinking, blimey, I've wasted so much time expecting the worst possible thing to happen. I haven't opened up to meeting new people. I haven't just enjoyed my days off out in the sunshine. Wherever you are, Pisces, what you're recognizing is you need to start living your life, enjoying your life, because life is relatively short. It would be such a shame for you to look back thinking, gosh, you know, most of my life I just sat there in a place of fear. You don't want to find yourself in that situation, guys, right? Clarification for you guys, Five of Swords. Pisces, don't sabotage what could be a beautiful situation because you are permanently feeling as if people are sat in their shadow. You're in danger of sabotaging what could be a beautiful situation, guys. Yes. Because you're permanently thinking, oh my God, I'm going to be betrayed. Oh my gosh, this is going to end painfully. You could be in danger, Pisces, of missing out on something really wonderful because of what happened in your past. Whoever the King of Cups is, who is approaching you, a lovely soft energy. We have the Eight of Cups. Pisces, I think this is someone who's been on a journey of sort of self-discovery. We've got someone here who might feel as if they haven't had much luck in relationships. They're looking at all these little animals coupled up, thinking, oh, and I'm still on my own, right? They're looking for love, Pisces. They've also walked away from what might have been a third-party situation. They might have walked away from a cheating partner. They might have walked away from someone who simply wanted a little bit of fun with them. And they're looking at you with interest, Pisces, wondering if their ships are going to come in. But you're there looking down into their shadows, thinking, I don't trust this, because they're bound to tell me lies. They're bound to take advantage of me. Pisces, this is someone who has been quietly watching you from behind the scenes, wanting to communicate, wanting to tell you the truth, which could simply be, I'd really like to get to know you. But you're there, holding on for dear life to everything you've got, because you're convinced that this is someone who's going to hurt you, as you have been hurt before. But Pisces, try to relax. Underneath the deck, guys, we have the King of Cups. Again, this is the second King of Cups. This is someone strong, wise. Again, they are carrying ships. One ship he's protecting, the other ship he's holding in his hand, right? This is someone who wants to protect you. This is someone who wants your ships to come in. Same guy, Pisces. Unreal. But this image shows that he's moving nearer you. So he's gathering up the courage, Pisces, to speak his truth. But look at you, High Priestess, hiding behind the curtain, thinking about the moon. What you're not noticing, Pisces, is, again, this ship. This ship. You're not noticing it because you're convinced someone's lying to you. You're convinced someone is going to hurt you. So you may miss your ship coming in, Pisces, because you're simply thinking the worst. Okay? All right, guys. Now, we could end the reading here, but we will not. Let's jump in. Archangel Michael, tell us about the Seven of Swords and the King of Swords. You don't trust this person, this King of Cups? Because I feel, Pisces, with the Nine of Swords, you might have been hurt by somebody in the past. They might have made you feel fragile. They might have made you feel vulnerable. Page of Wands, you could have been very angry in the past. Or this is you simply stepping back, keeping your eye on this person. I wonder whether or not they're going to do something I wouldn't like. Are they going to hurt me? You're very suspicious, guys. And it's important to put up healthy boundaries, but Pisces, Justice. Again, we have a sword raised. Pisces, you have got yourself into a place of balance, maybe after some trials and tribulations in the past. But why do I feel as if you're still there feeling tense about your situation? You're still feeling nervous here. Yes, Eight of Wands. Someone is communicating with you, Pisces. They want to bring you justice. They want to bring you balance. But you may feel as if, you know, you've just jumped off a cliff, hoping to God that you're going to land safely. Again, there's a sense of fear. This is risky. Yeah, there's a sense of fear. Five of Wands. What am I going to have to deal with? What am I going to have to cope with? Is this person being strategic? Internal conflict, guys. That is all this is. Internal conflict. In the past, Nine of Cups. Guys, in the past, I know the Nine of Cups is supposed to be a really positive card, but it can be someone who wanted to be indulged, or you simply sat thinking life is great, right? Without putting up boundaries. So tell us about the Nine of Cups. Yeah, the devil. The devil, Pisces. There might have been an issue with a Capricorn, or with the energy of the devil, you recognize that someone wasn't who they said they were, or someone acted out of selfishness. The Hanged Man. And Pisces, you had to suffer. You had to suffer. You somehow had to sacrifice because of something someone did who acted out of self-interest. An emperor who liked to be in control, who liked to pull the strings, right? Yeah, and you had to suffer. After that time, Pisces, you thought about the King of Pentacles. You thought about someone who wanted everything their own way. This could have been anyone, Pisces, from a married man who wanted a fling, who lied, to someone who was desperate to hang on to money. This is greed. Pisces, I don't care if you suffer because I want to hang on to the money. Could have been anyone. You had issues with a King of Pentacles, Pisces, and you felt very hurt. You felt very hurt. Oh, gosh, yeah. And it was something to do with the Ten of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles refused to do the right thing, is what I'm hearing. Refused to do the right thing. Okay. In the past. Yeah. Yes. Okay. The Moon. Cancerian energy. They could have simply hid the fact that he was married. This guy could have hid the fact he was married. Or with the energy of the Moon, Pisces, this is someone who seemed to be very happy to leave you to suffer whilst they sat in a place of indulgence. It might have shocked you guys. You might have thought, wow, I never thought somebody would do that to me, lie to me, try and deceive me to get what they wanted somehow. It might have been a jolt, right? Again, we have an Emperor. But Pisces, this is a fake emperor. This is an emperor with twigs for a moustache. This is an emperor who has a building on their head rather than a crown. This is someone who was simply fake, artificial. This is someone who wasn't who they said they were somehow. And that shocked you. That shocked you guys. That was a difficult message of truth, Pisces. That was the aha moment. That was when everything started to explode, right? But what did you do? You learnt the lesson. And this is you spreading new seeds. Okay, this was painful, but I've learned from it. I'm older and wiser, right? I'm less naive. I need to put up healthier boundaries. But Pisces, whatever happened in the past cut you very, very deep. You may never have felt as if you truly healed from what happened back then, because for some reason, every time you meet someone new, or every time you transition into a new phase, you're there panicking. What if I'm betrayed all over again? What if somebody tries to pull the wool over my eyes again? You can't relax. And I think the divine is wanting to pull you into a new cycle where you can begin to actually enjoy your life without sitting in a place of fear. I think that's what the divine is realizing, Pisces, you need. Everyone has to learn lessons, but what the divine is realizing is, what the angels are realizing is, you seem to be stuck in the past. This person hurt me. This person did that to me. It may be, Pisces, for some of you, it wasn't one incident, there were several. And so you might have found it very, very difficult to trust anyone going forward. That is the energy the divine wants to push you out of. So, Archangel Michael, tell us about the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Pisces, I think for some of you, you might have found yourself in a permanent place of isolation. Going within yourself, not wanting to be social, going to work, coming home, right? Sitting feeling all nervous. Because Pisces, the energy of the star can be healing. You have spent too long isolating yourself, Pisces, because you've been trying to heal from something that hurt you in the past that knocked you for six. That you have simply been unable to let go of. And every time you feel as if you're being shifted into something new, you freeze, you panic, you think, no, because it's going to happen all over again, right? What else are you thinking about, Pisces? The world. Yeah. You're hiding from the world, Pisces. You're hiding. You're hiding in your cave from the world. Yes, you may run an online business, but Pisces, this is a form of you detaching from yourself. Well, that is me doing what I do online, very different from the me behind the curtain, right? And you may know that's true. It may feel more comfortable that way. This separation. But you might have recognized, guys, that it has caused you to sit feeling a little on your own, this isolation. And of course, what do you do when you're on your own? You go down a rabbit hole, and it's become a perpetual cycle. Yes. What if I end up by myself? 5 of Pentacles. The divine wants you to close out, sitting in that mindset. The divine is saying, it's time, Pisces, it's time. Stop wallowing in what was. Page of Pentacles, think about the new. Think about what makes you happy. We've got someone in a garden in a beautiful dress, watering flowers. How lovely, Pisces. I feel that is what the divine wants you to step into. Step into this beautiful new chapter of feeling at peace. Stop keeping yourself isolated from the world and step forward with confidence. Because you've learned these lessons, Pisces, you're going to see deception moving towards you in the blink of an eye. You will never be deceived again because you now know the signs to look for. Remember that, okay? Now, Pisces, in the immediate future, we have beautiful you. We have beautiful you, but you're sitting there feeling all sad, all emotional. Oh, I don't trust this person coming in, right? Whoever the King of Cups is moving towards you, nothing hidden. There's nothing going on in this image which would make me feel as if you can't trust him. The only thing he's done is, out of disappointment, he's walked away from someone who might have used him as a third party. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. I think he's been looking for someone to build with. I think he's been looking for somebody to couple up with. And Pisces is looking straight at you. He's handing you this ship. Your ships are going to come in because of this guy, Pisces. But you're not even looking at him. You're assuming it's going to end really badly and you're going to be sitting in a place of heartbreak. You're expecting the worst, guys. So, Archangel Michael, when do we have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups for my Pisces? Thank you, Michael. The 15th to the 18th of August, 5th of September, 21st of October, 4th of November. I'm hearing Old Lang Syne. Okay, Pisces, whoever you are out there, you are going to be spending the next few months getting to know this guy. It might take 6 months, right? 5-6 months. You're going to spend new years with this guy. It may be a very emotional moment when the clock strikes 12 on New Year's Eve. For some of you, it's going to be a very emotional moment. He could give you something very special. Okay. Let's have a look at this King of Cups energy for my beautiful Pisces. Six of Pentacles. This is someone who might have gone through divorce. This is someone who is wanting an equal give and take relationship. Four of Wands. And Pisces, they are thinking about coupling up with you. We have you two here standing on top of this lovely little house in the middle of these woods, surrounded by flowers, together. I mean, Pisces, this is a beautiful image. This is what this guy is hoping for. This is what this guy is looking for. It's as if he's thinking, together we could conquer the world. Pisces and I could conquer the world together, right? The Hierophant. He may be looking for marriage. He could be a Taurian. This is someone with very traditional values, Pisces. Very traditional values. Three of Swords, Ten of Cups. Okay. He's been hurt in the past. He's been hurt in a relationship. I think what he's looking at is you two are actually very similar. This could be a very proud man. He may never admit to you, Pisces, that, you know, he's been through it. He's been in tears over a relationship. Okay. This is a very proud man. But again, what he's looking at is, I could build a life with Pisces. I could build a new life with Pisces. We are the same, right? We're the same. He wants to pull you out of this melancholy, Pisces, this dark state of mind that you kept yourself in. I feel as if he wants to prove to you that there are good people in the world, right? He wants to prove to you, Pisces, that there are good people in this world. And he may even feel, Pisces, that he's in love with you already. I don't know whether or not this is someone you casually dated in the past. They may be coming back to you. But this is someone who feels as if, again, you two are the same. He recognizes himself in you. He may feel you are the female version of him, Pisces. Oh, gosh. And the Ace of Cups, there's a lot of love he feels for you. Whoever he is. A lot of love. What amazing energies, guys. Now, you're not even looking at him. It's as if, oh, no, please leave me alone. I'm going to be hurt again. I'm going to be trawled through the mud again. I'm going to have to sacrifice again. I don't trust this, right? Bless you. What are you thinking about? Yeah. Oh, no. He's going to cause another tower moment in my life. I can't cope with another tower moment. Aries energy, Scorpio energy. You can't cope with another tower moment, Pisces. What are you going to do here? Wow. You may turn your back and say you're busy. I'm sorry I can't meet you for a drink. I'm sorry I can't see you for lunch. I'm sorry I haven't got time to go out for dinner. No, sorry, I'm busy. When actually what you're thinking about, Pisces, is you are terrified. You are terrified, guys. Two of Swords. Oh, Pisces, you may not want to talk. He may be devastated because I feel as if this is someone with an open heart who is wanting to build with you, right? Queen of Swords. You don't trust this, Pisces. You're coming through as a Queen of Cups, but outwardly, the energy you're exuding is the Queen of Swords. Leave me alone, right? Leave me alone. I'm fine. I don't want to meet anyone. Yeah, really busy. Can't stay to talk. Yeah, no, don't want to go out. Pisces, I feel... Isn't it worth a shot? Isn't it worth a chance? Seven of Cups. Are you changing your mind here? This is you looking at this person a bit more closely and you're thinking, well, maybe, possibly. 7 of Cups, possibly. What are you telling yourself? I could open up a little bit, but I'm going to hang on to what I've got. I'm not going to get too close. I'm going to have to put up very strong boundaries. Okay, so you're moving a little bit closer to him, but you're still hanging on to what you've got. You've still got these wrought iron railings right in front of you, just in case. What is the energy between you two? The Magician. You're both very powerful manifestors. I think this guy wants to manifest you, Pisces. And what you're thinking about is, I'm going to step a little closer. But if there's any red flags, if there are any danger signs, I'm going to back off and head back into my cave. That's how it feels. Now, guys, what you are fearing is this is just another situation that isn't going to work out. You're going to be disappointed again. What you're hoping, Pisces, is with a Knight of Swords, to have the courage to ask some very important questions. Just make sure this guy doesn't feel as if you're interviewing him. You know, you're there firing questions at him as if he's in an interview. He could be a bit taken aback, but I don't know, he may not be. He may realize, Pisces, that you've been through quite a lot in your life. It may be that he knows that for a fact. It may be it's the energy you portray. But the final card, guys, is the 7 of Pentacles. Whatever happens in the future, Pisces, you're sitting in a place of stability. You have achieved a great deal. All you've got to think about now is, do you want to plant new seeds? Or do you want to try and continue to manifest your own place of stability in the world as a single person? Do you want to give this a chance or not? Nobody's forcing you to open up. But I feel the opportunity is here in the immediate future. So let's have a look at the 7 of Pentacles. You may be looking at the past. Page of Cups. You may be looking back at the past, thinking about somebody who apologized to you, but you might have felt they didn't mean it. They might have lied to you, fish in a cup, right? Again, I'm being drawn back to the vision of this woman looking at a cup of tea, but there's no tea in the cup, right? I'm now hearing again, storm in a teacup. What are you recognizing here, guys? Knight of Pentacles. This King of Cups seems to be authentic because he's not putting pressure on you. He's not rushing you. He's being a gentleman. He is holding back. There's no sense of pressure here, Pisces. There's no sense of pressure here, guys. Temperance. He's allowing you to get comfortable with opening the door just a fraction to see how you feel about this. He's very comfortable taking it slowly, Pisces. Temperance. No rush. It's as if he knows if he takes it too fast, you're going to back off and walk straight into your cave again. And that'll be that. He, I think, understands that you just need some time. How are you feeling? Pisces, I love this image because this is you feeling burdened. But the reason why you're burdened, Pisces, is you're beginning to understand this could be wonderful for you. You're beginning to understand that this guy means business. I mean, you feel burdened here, but the only thing that's weighing you down, Pisces, is a lot of beautiful flowers, right? So I think the only thing that you're nervous about here is you're realizing this guy is serious. How is this King of Cups feeling? Knight of Cups. Pisces, I feel as if this is someone who wants to take your hand, lead you onto a beautiful rowing boat on a lake, and say to you, Pisces, I'm going to sing you a lullaby. It's all going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. You're safe now. You're with me. You're safe, okay? I'm really getting that energy, guys. What are you recognizing here? Yes. That you need to open up, Pisces. This guy wants you to blossom in his company. This could be a beautiful new chapter in your life. If you just give this a chance, give him a chance, Pisces. 4 Swords. And you know what, guys? After a little bit of contemplation and maybe some prayers, this is you connecting with your angels. What you're going to recognize is it's worth it. It's worth giving this a chance, Pisces. So, guys, let's end with a message from Enchanted Forest. Archangel Michael, what does the universe want to say to my beautiful Pisces to close out their reading for August? Pisces, life is a gift. Life is a gift. Life is unfolding for you, so seize the day and make the most of every chance to be true to yourself and live life to the fullest. It's time to cut out all the noise. Get out of your head, Pisces. Move out of this place of keeping yourself stuck, in isolation, out of fear, fight or flight. Just let it go. Keep healthy boundaries up, of course, sure. But I think this is someone who is simply coming in to prove to you that there are lovely people in this world. And I think he's going to prove it to you, Pisces. Okay? So guys, remember, life is a gift. Enjoy life to the fullest. So guys, I'm going to leave it there. Do let me know if you feel this was your story. Take care of you. And of course, I'm sending love and light your way and many blessings. Bye, Pisces.